Begin from three, two, one. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to emphasize in first uh, the motions that we have debated now. This House would require individuals to pass a political general knowledge test in order to vote. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to rebut what the government side has said that they said the political general test every 5 years. The, I, we as we think that it's not how the democracy works, because the main course of democracy is the freedom of individual choices, and the government even giving the individual choices by giving their task is not giving their proper way to deliver their choices, because if we giving them knowledge uh, in a general test, it's make their own knowledge on the choices of vote is not have been delivered. Ladies and gentlemen, the government side said that they study in a few months to learn all the subject that they require to learn, that are required to learn when they are want to vote. Ladies and gentlemen, uh, ladies and gentlemen, it's not all people to have an adequate time to spend on learning the subject before test. Because if you see this in the status quo, it's a lot of people have their own jobs, have their own activities. If the people is not if the people have been required to study before vote, it's just take their time, and that is not how the government should act to controlling the time of the people to study before they vote. It mean they have been limited the choices of the people to have a freedom to have free time to study, even that is how months before, to deliver what they want to choice. Ladies and gentlemen, the government side says that harming others due to not taking tests indirectly. If they're not taking the test, they will harming others. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no harming on the democracy choices, because we know that every single people have their own ways to have uh, their own ways to choice, and that is collective choice. If that have been make the wrong person to take in the office, is not the wrong of the individuals or the people, is not the wrong ways. That's the dynamics of the democracy. Ladies and gentlemen, the government the government don't explain whether the task is conducted by the government or the private. By that it by that we taking you side you are the government side to conduct the test. Ladies and gentlemen, the conducted test by the government is not right, because the people have their own ways to choice, have their own ways to deliver what they want. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to come into my argument that first, by the first things that we know, the status quo of the choice, the status quo of the vote of the people is not have been harming by, is not have been harming the society as a whole. Even that is change the regime, because the intent of the political vote is to change the regime based on what the civil society wants. Because because of the conceptions of democracy is a republic, not authoritarian. Oh, by the controlling their opinion on the general knowledge test. Ladies and gentlemen, because the republic is mean to give back the power to the people. So people have their own ways to learning on democracy, have their own ways to vote, or to choose something. Even that have been even that at the end, it's not gonna be making the country to be more good. That is because the people have their own choices. The collective choices that they're giving to the vote is mean they have fulfilling the demand of the democracy itself. that is even that it's even and like I said before, even that is having harming the future. It's not necessary, because we know because we know that the people have freedom to choose their future. If you giving the general task, it means you're not giving the future to them. Ladies and gentlemen, the require the people to study before vote, even that is just a basic knowledge, it's not right, because government do not have this kind of responsibility. Like I said before, they have their own ways to deliver what is meant of democracy. The government have their side to deliver the democracy, and the people have side to deliver the democracy. The reason why a status quo still matter and exist is because the main role of the media is indispensable. The media have their own ways and rule to deliver the truth to the people, so the people could study from that media to digest all the information that I get, and they will and when they're understanding about what is the best candidate for them, they will vote at the end, and the people feel free to choice. And the reason why it still exists, people is feel free to choice even without general knowledge, and believe their choice is the better one. Like I said before, they have their own ways to study, they have their own ways to vote, and that it's not gonna be harming others. And the government and civil society have their own role. I say government doesn't have a role to control the people, and civil society have their own role to deliver the democracy itself. The vote mechanism is not harming others, even if it is and even if the bad candidate took in office like Donald Trump. That things only the matter of democracy dynamics is not going to be harming all the country as a whole. The reason why we don't need the general knowledge test in order to vote is people still confident on their own choices. The knowledge of the knowledge people to vote is the area of civil society. Democracy progress only could achieve by the in diversity comprehensive on the democratic vote, and it's not right for anyone could assess the civil society even by the government on that field. Thank you very much.